I used to think that when I couldn't solve a creative problem, the only answer was to just keep pushing. But recently, I actually noticed the opposite. So sometimes, the longer I stare at something, the worse I get uh, at that problem. So I was editing a client's video not too long ago, like a couple days ago, and I needed to visually show like a concept of an AI coach speaking to the user and them having this like back and forth conversation, and I couldn't use like the voice of that actual clip. Like I had to just like get it across somehow. And I spent hours like trying to figure that out, like how can I make this make sense and still have the whole video be engaging since it was like a short form edit. So obviously people's attention spans are like um, not so great on social media, especially in short form. And eventually I just stopped and I literally just went to sleep. And what ended up happening is that the next morning I saw the problem completely differently. And it was just really impressive because I was thinking and thinking and thinking about it on and on. And at that time, like the day before, I couldn't really see any other ways that this could be done, even though I knew that this could be done some some other way. But it literally just didn't appear in my head. So it's really impressive how you can just wake up the next day and new ideas just come to your mind. You are able to see the problem from a completely different angle, and it just gives you this new level. It's like you unlock this new level of creative freedom, and it like widens your lens from that narrow vision that you had to like a much wider um, ability to like see things. And literally I came up with like two more ideas that I can do, and I ended up like implementing two different versions of like how can I illustrate that said concept. And yeah, so that did make me realize like it's not necessarily sleep that made me like think of that idea, just like magically gave me that idea, but it did give me that distance that I needed from the version of the problem that I was seeing, right, from that narrow vision like I mentioned before. And so I actually looked into this a little bit, like I did some research, and turns out this thing is called incubation. It's this concept of when you stop consciously thinking about the problem, uh, your brain is still reorganizing all that information in the background. And that makes you come up with those new solutions. And that's what happens like when you sleep and when you're awake as well. It's just like in your subconscious or non-conscious processes, like uh, in the back of your mind. So maybe like the realization from this is maybe the most productive thing that you can do isn't always to just like keep pushing brute force your way into something, but it's actually to stop, sleep, and like come back with a brain that can actually see the problem in a whole different lens again. So yeah, thanks for watching.